as I promised to you that I will send you a clip, a link where you can get a special introductory offer. The link which I sent to you, once you click that link, you will come to this page. Okay, this page comes only when you click on that link. Alright, you get an offer here which is 81% off, and once you come here, what you got to do is you got to come here, sign up. Okay, now I told you before that you get a domain free with this, so that's what here. You got to click on this one and you got to put your domain here. So I'm going to put a domain which says muscleprogram.com, just for an example. Okay, and I'm going to check the availability. So if it's available, you can continue. If not, then you can take a select a different domain as .net, or you can go back and change what domain you want to take it. You want to say design image edu zone India. Okay, and then you just select and just click availability. So once you do that, it will come back and tell you which is available. See, it will tell you it's available. If this is not the one which you want to go back, just click on the step 1 and it takes you back to the first page. So once you do this part of it, okay, so let's go and select a domain name. Let's say design image eduzoneindia.com. okay, and I'll check. If it is not available, it will show you that it's not available. Then you come here, you fill up your details here, choose your country. Okay, India. Okay, choose your state here, just say non-international. Okay, because normally this is for US citizens, so you say non-international, and put your zip code, put all the details. You can use a credit card, you can use a PayPal account, and once you come here, this is for 24 months as well as for 3 years. So you can block this domain for at this price for 24 months. Okay, so it comes to around 1.89 into 63 rupees, right? It's 119 into 24 months. It's about 2,857 rupees. This is the cost you're going to pay for 2 years of for 2 years of server space as well as for domain name. Okay, now before you go down, after you select this one, you can also book if you want for 3 years, because it's the same price. It's locked in same price. The moment you finish 2 years, the third year it will go back to the normal services. So if you want to block your service for 3 years, you can go and pay for you can book it for 3 years. Okay, that's your choice. Now once you do this part of it, you come back here and you move out this one. Okay, and you say domain privacy, get it off, get this add to cart off from the advanced site protection, remove this backup services, and see your price is here for 2 years. Okay, now if you compare to the HostGator, okay, if you go in for web hosting account, okay, here in this one you get unlimited domains you can add. Okay, you can add unlimited domains, but each time you buy a domain, you have to pay for it. The first domain comes free for you. Alright, so if I just go and show it to you where it says okay, you see here, host unlimited domains. Alright, now with this you also get all these offers what come along with it. Okay, now some of them are basically based for US, some of them based for other countries, so you got to check with that. Okay, don't hold me responsible for it. I'm just trying to tell you that these things do come along with it. You got to check it out whether it works for India or no. Okay, now here once you fill up these details, okay, and you go in, okay, I was saying that once you come here in HostGator, which is the big #1 hosting company in the world, you see unlimited domain is one here, which charges you for 2 years 716. So that means if you calculate 7.16 into 24 works out to $171, while here for 2 years along with the domain it works out to 45.36. Okay, everything is same. Alright, just the company is different, services are different. Alright, so once you do that, once you go through this process, once you finish this checkout, okay, you'll get an email into your account which says login and login display. Okay, so now we're going to come back to the iPage account and I'm going to show you how do you, once you have the details, you go to log in here. Okay, you got to put in your username, what username is given to you, and you log in. Okay, now this is the control panel of what you get to see. The interface is different, but the information is the same. Okay, so here the design is different. Okay, that's what I meant to say. So what we need to do is we need to add, if you want to add a WordPress to the site, you got to click on WordPress. Okay, so the moment you click on WordPress, okay, you're going to install this. You got to install it. Now here in this scenario, because you have bought the domain and the server from the same hosting company, you don't have to go and add the DNS names because the DNS already gets automatically installed here. Remember we did two separate places. Okay, once you have it at two different places, you go to, in one place you got to go and put your server, your names, your DNS and server names. In this case we don't have to do it because both are attached to the same place. Alright, so now when you want to install, okay, one more thing, I told you that when you want to install WordPress, it's a good service, right? So you might be wondering that why did I teach you how to install WordPress? Does it make any money for anybody? If you go to see that iPage also charges people to install WordPress. Now you see, let us do it for you, that is the paid services. So if you just want to install WordPress onto your server, the one which I showed it to you, the basic one is $99 one time. If you want to have a pro, it's $199. If you want everything in it, that is all themes, everything set up together, is $399. Okay, so if you, I'm going to zoom it again and show it to you. Alright, you see here, $99 just to install WordPress on your domain, WordPress theme installation and theme credit. If you want everything else, it's here, and if you want much more detailed, it's here. Okay, now, so whatever I've taught you, it has a lot of value to it. Okay, so now we want to install WordPress. Let me explain to you something here. You remember when I said last time we want to install in www.ourdomain.com. okay, when you say type this one, this is the root directory. Remember, this is the root directory. Now since I already have this particular service installed into one of my accounts, okay, I'm going to install this in another directory just to give an idea to you. So I'm going to, this domain which I have right now is, okay, is www.musclefitnessprogram.com. okay, this is my domain which is hosted on iPage. I'll just show you my domain to you so that you know what I'm talking about. Okay, so this is a market which I'm targeting. All right, got it? Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you this on FTP also. Okay, just a minute. Okay, so as I said that basically I'm not going to add into the main directory. The main directory already has a program. So if I just go to copy this link and I go here and I fill the link, okay, so there's already a website present here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a new folder by the name of Bangalore. Okay, always say Julius. Okay, so I'm going to put the entire WordPress in this folder. So how do we do that? The steps are going to be the same. Alright, so first you go to the control panel. This is a control panel. Okay, now when you come to your control panel, you have lots to see. First thing you see is WordPress here. Okay, so once you click on the web, now see, if you can't come here, you go to home page. Okay, and then you can see the WordPress. So you click on this WordPress, Now you just go say install. So now if you plan to put the WordPress on your main directory, that's a root directory, then leave this blank. You got to leave this blank. But I'm not going to leave this blank because I already have a program listed on this one. So I'm going to create a directory by the name of Julius. So that's, here it goes. Okay. So now what happens is when I go to this directory, okay, before I install, so see what happens. It'll say page not found. Okay, it's going to take me back to the same. Okay, not here. Let me go into a different browser. Okay. You're going to say page not found. See, fancy meeting you here. Don't panic, you can't return back to this one. Now because this is WordPress, okay, it will show you some of your old stuff. If it is not WordPress, it will just say not page not found. Okay, so now I'm going to go and install. So check the domain is the first step we're going to do. It's going to take some time to install it. What it does is basically it creates a directory called Julius. Okay, see there. Now what it says is the last step, you're almost here. Now there are two things which you should remember. One is let me zoom in. Okay, yeah, do you remember I told you that we can either let it create by default or we can create ourselves. That means we have to create the entire DBase, the databases, and then add the information here. Okay, now for the time being, okay, I'm going to show you how we do this directly. So if I just leave this as it is and I just say I have read the comment, okay, and I click on install, it will go and install the whole thing for me. Alright, so I'm going to install this directly without any changes. Alright, so here I go, install. Now this is the default part of it. Okay, so it's saying that your install is underway. This is what's happening here. You can see here. Okay, this is what is installing right now. In this case, in this scenario, WordPress is going to give you all the information already created. This is a default setting which I showed you earlier. Okay, we'll just wait for some time. It's going to take some time to do it. The internet here is not very fast, so that's the reason why it takes time. Otherwise it will be very quickly. So this is the first option which I'm showing you, the one which you can install directly. I'll also show you another example in a different directory where I'll install with the databases. So I'm going to create a database first, and on that database I'm going to add all this information. Now the themes which I'm talking about, which I told you about, elegant themes, the same kind of themes are available here also. You can see all this. Okay, these are charged, so they're going to charge you for these. Okay, what you need to do is once you install this one, okay, alright, see here, you see installation complete, view the credentials. Okay, you got to click on this view credentials. Now this is going to ask you whether you want to add something, so you say just say no. Alright, you're just going to say no. Now here are the, okay, so here you view your credentials. Okay, what is here, you see, you copy this and keep it aside. This is your folder name now. So now if I go back to the folder that is here and I click the same folder, okay, You see where it lands? It lands me on the page. Just see. Yep, this is your WordPress site. Now if you click on login here, you can see it here, this one, login, or you can just say wp-admin /. Okay, it'll ask you for the same thing what we have seen earlier, how to log into a WordPress site. Yeah, this one. Now if I go back, I have the username here. Okay, that's my username, and this is my password. Okay, and here here I go. So here we are on the dashboard of the WordPress. Come on, there. All right, so everything is here right now. So now what you got to do is you got to go back to elegantthemes.com. Okay, view our themes, view all the themes. Okay, select one of them, email Madhumita or Tanya or Vanita that which theme you want me to give it to you. Okay, once I give you the theme to you, you got to come back to this place. Okay, now I already have a theme in place here. Okay, I'm just going to show you, I'm going to share with you. Alright, so the theme is here. This is the theme. This is how you're going to add the theme. Now see, if you go here and I visit the site, this is how my site looks right now. Okay, now if I go back to the themes right now, that is here, if I go to appearance and themes, I told you, remember, appearance basically means the body part of it. So you go to themes. Okay, now if you select any of these themes which are free, the one which you have right now is this one, which is active. You see it's active here. Alright, now if I don't want this one, I want to click on this one, just go activate this theme. Now once you activate this theme, okay, it's a little bit of slow, the internet is a little slow here. Alright, now you go back to the same site and refresh it, you'll see a different layout. You see, a complete different layout. Now once I give you the theme to you, how do you add it? You go to add new. Alright, okay, choose the file. Okay, so I'm going to choose a file. I already have one file in place with me, so I'm just going to search that one. Okay, I'm talking about this particular format now. See, this is a live demo. This is how it looks, the website. Okay, this is going to take some time to do it. Okay, here, so I'm going to activate this one. So now if I come back to the same page, the same folder, yeah, that is here, this one. Okay, here, this one. Okay. Here we go. So you see, this is how you see right now the pages. Alright, you don't see the pictures, you don't see anything here. Now how do we go back and change this part? Alright, what we do is, okay. Alright, this I just have to cancel this one because this is the old one, this is the full account. Close this one. Just a minute. This is the main profile, so log out from here. Okay. Alright, this is the old one. Okay, this is the one which is So now if I come back to the page of mine, that is this folder, okay, this is what you see when you're not logged in to your WordPress dashboard. You see there is nothing on the top here, which you see here. Actually, you see this one, okay. Now I want to get the same feel what is here right now, okay. So how do I do that? So I go back to my theme setting, I go back to tools, I do import, okay. Now it will not ask me to install because I've already installed it before. So you just say WordPress. So now it will not ask me to install once again because it's already installed before. It will ask me straight away to give me the files. You see, it didn't ask me to install now. So you go back to choose files, you go back to Nimble, okay, and you see here sample data. You click on that one, you click on sample, you say open, you say upload and import. Download, import and submit. Now you got to just wait for the system to go back and review the whole thing. Yeah, that's done. So now we go back to our same page and we refresh this one. Okay, full width, about pages, home pages. Okay, so you come here, you go back to your business site and you check the site now. Normally it takes default images. It will not take the same images what was given there. Okay, now why are we not able to see the pictures here? Because we have to go back and customize it. So we go to appearances, themes, we go back to this options. Okay, we go back to feature slider and we select features. Okay, now we come back and see here. There we go. All right, you see. All right, now here, once you do this, then you got to go back and explore yourself now. Then after this, we got to explore yourself. That means suppose you want to edit a particular page, like suppose I want to edit about us. You go to this page, okay, you edit the page here. Okay, here it is. You can change anything you want here. All right, so start playing around with this, and once we have this organized, once you have set up with this one, okay, so what I would suggest you to do is, I would suggest you that once you take a domain name, okay, create a folder by the name of demo, okay, and install the thing in demo. So once you're thorough with this part of it, okay, once you're thorough with this project, that you know that how I'm going to use it, then you go back and install the WordPress on the main domain. Okay, so until then you just install it on demo. All right, if any questions, please feel free to email me or call the office and check with them, and they'll come back to me. I'll be back in December there. Once I'm there, you want to come and meet me, you can come and meet me and we can discuss it over. All right.